What's going down, people? Garrett here at Sinister Custom Concepts. Been a long time since I've recorded anything. I've got a ton of footage to edit and do for you guys and throw it up. Just been busy since the show scene started. Just been hitting shows and cruising. Finally got the Navigator on the road, which you guys saw in the last videos. And man, just been enjoying cruising this thing around in my spare time instead of doing video editing. But I'm gonna get you guys all caught up. First off, you can see my new logo I got started. Many of you may not know, if you just tuned in, that I've been building this company up for the last couple of years. We were underground for a long time, and just finally kind of getting out into the scene now that I got the Navigator to take to shows with me and show people what the hell I can do. Time to get the shit moving. So, love the new logo. Nothing too crazy. Just simple, easy to read. So last time I posted a video on the Navigator hood mods to get this thing to close right. So I started with this gap over here. To correct that, I ended up having to weld in a strip of metal. It's about that thick, and then it gets thinner and thinner and thinner until it's just the thickness of the metal, about 16 gauge. So it's pretty thin there, and it's thin over here. This actually kind of shows you what I added. But I had to bend that bar to match the angle of my hood for one, and then keep that gap corrected. So got both gaps corrected on the hood and painted up. That's why, you know, no Bondo work or anything on there. Hard to see in the video, but pretty unnoticeable for now until I can get into the bodywork end of it. But both lines corrected, so much better, because it used to have a huge gap there. So other than that, on to the next thing. Ended up fixing my rear doors, because for a long time they would not latch. I had to use some straps to hold them together, so it's nice to have those back. I've got my latch part right here, and then I got my weather stripping back in, goes around the tub all nicely. And then on the door side, got that latch that used to be out about here. And now I added in this piece of metal to match the shape of the tub, and added a piece right here just to plate that in so it looks as stock as I can get it. So once again, same thing, no Bondo work yet, so once it's done you won't be able to see any of this. I just primered it so it won't rust. Got enough of that going on in the vehicle. And to bring you up to date, this is what I'm working on right now. Getting that back bench back into there. This is actually the third row Navigator seat, and so far I've had to cut in the middle right about here on the seat bracket, and here, and right around there too. And I took 3.5 inches out of the center of the chair so that I could narrow it down, and now it fits in between those tubs. It's got a good lean to it, and it's actually got more room than the stock setup used to have, because it's tucked back in there. But the stock ones were definitely a couple inches, maybe 3 inches forward. So I'm gonna have some nice leg room back there. But man, it's so nice to have those damn doors back. Closes all nice. So another thing down. And the next videos I'm going to be showing you is kind of like just going to catch you guys up show scene wise. I got a lot of footage from the shows that I'm just going to be throwing at you guys. So that pretty much wraps it up for the updates on the Navigator. I'm sure there's a little bit of things here and there that I forgot to mention, but I'll fill you guys in as I get back into it on the next project. But there hasn't been a lot of downtime on this truck because I've been driving the damn thing, you know. No trailers going to the shows other than the first one that it wouldn't really start, and I got that sucker on the trailer for that one. But everything else, drive to that shit. It ain't meant for no trailer. And bam, SS Blaze. Let's get you caught up on this one. Done a lot of cleanup work on this thing. The whole rear suspension's all painted now at this point and finalized, and got it to a show recently for its first little debut. Still got a lot of work to do on it, don't get me wrong, but since the last time you guys tuned in, I don't think you have seen any of this. I've got Rancho shocks on all the corners now. The front suspension is in, rack and pinions in, so the steering's all tied together. When I take this thing apart next time, I'll show you guys a little more in depth of what it is that I did in there, but for the time being, that's pretty much what I can show you. The next thing I got to tackle is the brake booster. Gonna have to get a hydraulic booster, same as the Navigator. Get rid of that big old brake booster that was in there, and route his fuel lines, air lines, and clean this sucker up. But until the next video, I'll talk to you guys soon. Have a good 4th of July, everybody. Peace.